right, girls. Well, we rehearsed.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, say, don't touch.
Girl, we sound mad good.
What's good, what's popping, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Lelona, and thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of Everything Lelona, where we talk about everything and anything. Yeah. Now, if you are new here, welcome, baby. I really hope that you'll enjoy this video that will make you hit the subscribe button somewhere over here. And if you are a regular subscriber, I gang, say one, what's good, what's up, what it's you here. I really hope that you are well and that you are taking care of yourself. Okay. So new day, new slay, new story time. So we're back with another story time, and I am so excited to share this story time because I think I've recorded the video before but never posted it. So I'm like, actually there's still that story time that I've always wanted to share with you guys. And this story time is about how this guy, or how I feel like this guy played me, right? Like, I don't have concrete evidence where I can point and say this is what happened, but this is based on how I felt and based on a few things I picked up which are evidence. So if you are interested and excited for the story time, please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, do the most, grab yourself something to drink, because I sure as well am sipping on something. And one thing about me, I will drink the wines. So take your time, girl. So without wasting anyone's time, let's get into the video. So you already know how it goes. I'm gonna start from the beginning, all right? So at the time, I was still living in Pretoria. I think this was 2014. I had just started working and I was commuting between Pretoria and North Riding. So I work in North Riding and I stay in Pretoria. So whenever I go to work, I would like leave early in the morning and come back late at night, like mama 7 to 8 sharp. So this one Friday, a friend of mine invites me to a show. This show, his friend is hosting the show. It's like a poetry, music type of show, yeah, bro. So his friend is hosting that show and my friend is singing in the show, so he invites me to come through. So very nyani namke, on my way from work, I go straight to the venue yale event sharp. So I get there and my friend is on, oh excuse me, so I get there and my friend is on stage, he's singing, he's doing his backing vocals sharp. So I have my bag with me, my work bag, and I'm still dressed in my semi-casual, semi-formal attire, yeah, boy. So I get there and the show has already started. So I know the guy that's hosting the event. So there's multiple acts, and this guy that is hosting the event is also a musician. So at some point he's going to be singing, yeah, boy. But during when I arrived, he was still on the floor. There was other people who were singing. So he sees me, he comes to me, he greets me, like, hey, how are you? Da, 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 da. Yeah, bro. And then he places me with these other guys. Now, the guys that he places me with is his then boyfriend and his best friend. Now, he like introduces me to them, like, and then this is my boyfriend and this is my best friend, yeah, bro. We'll give the best friend a name because that's the person we are talking about today. So let's give him the name Samu, yeah, bro. Samu igama lakhe. So he's like, this is my boyfriend and then this is Samu. So then Samu boyfriend, this is Lelona. I'm like, oh hey guys. So I'm gonna chill with them. Yabo, nabikonto. So at the time, Usamu, when I saw him and met him for the first time, I wasn't really like, because he was a bit bigger at the time and he had dreadlocks as better cleaned out. And one thing about me, I don't do guys with hair. I don't like I'm not huge on guys with hair. Short hair, a fade, that I can fucks with, but a nigga with dreadlocks, bro, like it's not my thing. So he had dreadlocks, it was a bit bigger, and I wasn't like interested when I first saw him. So that evening, there was a professional photographer who was taking pictures of everyone. Yeah, bro. So there's a picture of me, Samu, and the boyfriend, the guy's boyfriend. Yeah, bro. And then when those pictures were uploaded onto social media, we were all tagged in the picture. Yeah, bro. Sharp. Now, at the end of the evening, my friend comes to me and is like, Chomi, do you know what I heard? I heard that Usamu uyakufuna and ndivele ndo ngalo mfana who's hosting this event. So he spoke to his best friend, and then the best friend spoke to my friend like, so by the way, Usamu wants ulelona. Yeah, bro. So they tell me this, and I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, Chomi, it's at the end of the event. Let's go home. So Nyanke, we go home, and that was the end of it. I never really spoke to Usamu. No, I'm lying. Samu DM'd me on Instagram. Ne? He DM'd me on Instagram like, hey, it was really great to meet you, but nothing really happened or nothing really transpired after that initial chat. Now let's fast forward to 2019. Guys, if I'm giving you timelines, please don't be asking me, Kanti 2019 when shoot, 2020 when shoot. Don't ask me those questions. Just listen to the story I'm telling you, okay? Sharp. So in 2019, towards the end of the year, September, October, there, I get a DM from Usamu saying, hey stranger, because we had followed each other on social. I'm lying, we didn't follow each other on Instagram. So he's like, hey stranger, I was going through my DMs and I got to DMs on 2014, and guess what? Our conversation was there, and I was like, oh, let me check up on this guy. So I'm like, oh, hi, I remember you, yeah, bro. And when I then went on to your profile, like, I'm like, it glow up, engaga, glow up, engaga. This boy had glue up. He glowed up, and he was looking now more scrumptious. He had toned down a bit, and he had cut his dreadlocks zake, but he still had as dreadlocks as lapha ngaphezulu. So he was a bit cuter now. You could see his face, unlike Ngokia when he was like Whoopi Goldberg. But now you can now you could see his face, and I'm like, he looks cute now. Sharp. So we like talk. I'm like, hey, oh my god, we haven't spoken since that Ntontoni. Oh my god, it's been so many years. So we started having a conversation, and our conversations turn into like conversations on a daily, like, hey, how was your day? What are you doing? Blah 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 blah. We would like update each other about how our days were going. Sharp. Now he's like, no man, like I'm really enjoying talking to you, and can I have your number? I give him my number. We start chatting on WhatsApp. Now, okay, one thing about WhatsApp, it's either conversations will go there to die, or my child uzaku, like uzafumana iphakade lakho. It's either or. It's either the conversation will die, or you're gonna get your mans, okay? And one thing about our year two, I was like, I am securing my man, because this boy now looks cute, and I'm like, okay, he wasn't conventionally cute and handsome, but there was something cute about him that I was like, oh, I like. Yeah, well, he had that big body and had a cute face to it too. But I really liked our conversations and his personality from Instagram, which is why I then decided to give him my number so that we can see where things go. No one asks for your number if they don't want you. Right? Like, he would not have asked for my number if he didn't want me. And at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him my number, and Nizamvuma if we unshell. Sharp, Nyan, I give him my number, and Nyan, guys, Shell we found out. Listen, I really like you. I've been enjoying talking to you, and you seem like a really nice person, and I would really like to see where things could go with us. And I'm like, you know what? I want you too. So Nyange divume, like we all expected Vuma. Divume nyam. So we start dating. Now it is November. That's when we started dating officially. Like, he asked me out, and I say yes. Now, when I had first met him, this boy lived in Pretoria. Now, he had moved from Pretoria to Rustenburg, so he lived in Rustenburg, yabo? And when he's asking me out, he lives in Rustenburg and I live in Joburg. So I moved from Pretoria to Joburg and he lives in Rustenburg. Sharp. So he asks me out in 2019, November. And then we don't see each other. I go home with December because it's holidays. I come back. When I come back, so at this time, you will, guys, if remember COVID started in 2020. And in 2020, I was quarantining with the white guy. So I'd already started talking to him and I was like kind of seeing the white guy. But there was this guy. So one thing about me, guys, I will juggle. Like Alfred's explainer, I will juggle. I will have a 2-year relationship with this one, a 3-year relationship, a 6 months there. So I will juggle. And I think they should hire me, Kusekas, not to be a client, but to be a juggler because I'm very good at it. Okay? Sharp. So, at this time, I am seeing the white guy, and then I come back from home. It's January, February. January. So I remember Usamu and I haven't seen each other. We've been talking on the phone. We've been FaceTiming. So Yonke Lendo is still virtual. We haven't met in person since we started dating. Right? Sharp. So January ends, and I'm like thinking, oh my God. No, I'm lying. In January, after I came back from home, Eastern Cape, I was then in Joburg. There was a time where he had called me. He didn't tell me that he's going to be in Joburg. He calls me, he's like, hey, what are you doing? It's on a Saturday. What are you doing? And luckily, I was at my place. I'm like, no, I'm home. I'm just chilling. He's like, listen, I am going to Maboneng and I would love to see you. So I'm going to be with friends. So pull through. Nyan, I'm like, send me the details and then I'll pull through. Nyani, they get to Maboneng and then I'm like, okay, let me request. I get to Maboneng, I chill with him and his friends. Now, that was the first time that we met after meeting for the initial time in 2014. So we meet now for the first time as a couple. It's really nice. We were at, there's a Jojo rooftop, there's a restaurant under Yona. So we were sitting there at that restaurant and we were just talking and chatting, and it's nice. It's his friends on the other side, and then it's me and him. So there's 2 guys, and then it's me and him. But it was as though his friends went there because we were just focusing on each other, just talking and just embracing the fact that we are finally together in person after talking for 2 months, November and December, talking on the phone, and finally we are together and we are a couple. So it was very nice, and I was like, oh my God, did I catch? Yeah, boy. One thing about me, I will catch feelings, period. So, the catching, the guys, the catching. Now, already I'm thinking the next is Valentine's Day. So, it's February very soon, and I must organize. Let me take the initiative to organize a Valentine's Don. Now, Dimbuze bana, what is the plan? What do we want to do? He's like, yeah, so he has a car, I don't. And he lives in Rustenburg and I live in Joburg. So it's easier for him to drive to Joburg than it is for me to take a taxi and go to Rustenburg because Rustenburg I've never been. Yeah, so did he what is the plan? I don't know. I think the plan is for you to come to Joburg. Let's spend Valentine's together. This is our first Valentine's as a couple. Can we spend it together? So pull through to my place at a shop. So I think then if Valentine's was on Saturday, please quote me, please check for me. I think in 2020 Valentine's was on a Saturday and he was going to arrive on the Friday. Yes, I remember. He was going to arrive on the Friday and then Valentine's is on Saturday. So what I decide to do is to book an Airbnb. I'm like, let me book an Airbnb so that we can spend Valentine's Day. We are not going to be restricted and constricted by the walls of my place. Let's go somewhere and be together away from the hustle and bustle of Joburg. So sharp Fedeke, I book this Airbnb and I keep it a secret from him Uba to book a Airbnb. But leading close to the day, the day where he's supposed to arrive, which is the 13th of February. I'm like, I think I need to tell him so that logistics wise, no, we have to be at this place and check in, because check-in is between this time and this time. So I let him know, but now listen, I have a surprise. So the first gift is that I've booked us an Airbnb and we are going to be away. So this is how far the place is from my place, and I think it would make sense for you to drive, pick me up, and then we drive together. I didn't know it makes sense. So he's surprised, but you didn't even tell me. We could have gone half on the trip. And I'm like, no man, it's fine. Yabo. You can buy the like food and snacks and drinks. It's fine. And then I've sorted accommodation. So Nyanke Umfana, he buys snacks, he buys drinks, he buys food, and then he drives over to my place, picks me up, and then we go to the Airbnb where I booked. So now the first time we spent, so now this is gonna be the first time that we are spending the night together in the same bed and like sleeping and waking up next to each other. So that was amazing and beautiful. I had so much fun. We were literally in the bushes. We were in the bushes and I had so much fun. I was like, oh my god, this guy unembato, because he brought gifts. Even that teddy bear, I have a teddy bear, a brown, I got it from him. Like I was like, oh my god, unembato lomfana, he brought me gifts. The 13th, 14th and the 15th, he was like giving me gifts. And after I told him Okuba, I booked here, he also took initiative and searched for restaurants and made bookings for these restaurants, and I was even served cake asking me to be boyfriend, like one as save it dessert. So it was cake and it was written, man, will you be my boyfriend? I was like, oh my god, this I've never had happen to me. So it was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it, and I was like, no, this guy literally is going to be because he really showed that he liked me and he loved me, and I felt the same as well. Really liked him and I was catching feelings hard. Okay, so that ends, and then we again move back to our separate places. He goes back to Rustenburg and I go back to my place. Life continues. We are still pushing this relationship and things are nice. Sharp. So him and I have been dating for a while now, and things are still going strong, yet there are things that I'm like picking up, especially because a long distance relationship, right? One thing about a long distance relationship, you have to put in the work for it to work. If you don't put in the work and effort, it is dismally gonna fail. So I noticed a few things that this guy, because I remember on my birthday he came through, but imagine from the 14th and then I see him again in December. So I didn't see him. Yes, granted, there was COVID and there was lockdown, because that's during that time. So traveling wasn't something that was a priority for him, because he worked in the health space. So he's like, I can't be traveling and while I work in a hospital, so I want to keep you safe and keep myself safe as well. And in the greater ton of things, he's keeping everyone else safe, so he's not going to be traveling. But tell me, why is this guy traveling to Pretoria every single weekend to go see his family? Now his mom is an elderly lady, so if he's trying to keep people safe, then why is he going from Rustenburg to Pretoria and then seeing his family? But he wouldn't make a turn at my place. Yes, sure, sharp, I was quarantining with the white guy, but he never asked me. That's my thing. He never asked me. I know I sound crazy saying all of these things, but he never asked, Wana, can I come see you? What are you doing? Let's meet at a restaurant. Because lockdown restrictions towards the end of the year were like slowly, like, so restaurants were open so people can go out and be social, but obviously there's curfew. But this guy never asked Ukuba, can we meet up? So the entire year was virtual, was long distance, was on the phone, and it was just, and I was like, and understand why I am in a relationship, yet I've only met this person twice, or I've only been with this person physically twice. Sharp. Now, towards the end of the year, my birthday is in December. I'm like, I haven't seen this guy, and understanding why I haven't seen him. So Ditikuye, listen, I want you to come over to my place for my birthday in December. I don't have any plans, but I just want to spend my birthday with you. Yeah, but sharp. So umfana nyani ke, he pulls through for my birthday, and he's got a cake, he's got balloons, he's got champagne. Like he's making an effort. Yet whereas he had like told me beforehand, akana mali, he's broke, a lot is happening at home, so he needs to take his finances and funds and as transfer it to family. So there was a lot that was happening. So he has explained that to me before. So leading to my birthday, he has told me that imali andinayo. But I'm gonna make an effort. So he makes an effort, and I was really appreciative of that. Sharp. My birthday passes and December passes. Starting the following year, which was now 2021, I start noticing that there is a shift in our relationship. Yeah, bo. I would wake up in the morning, I'm going to work, I'd wake up, say 5 a.m. And the first thing I think of doing is to greet him, send him a text. Good morning, acknowledge him. Morning, I just woke up. No. I'm gonna quickly take a shower and prepare for work. I hope you slept well. Such messages, yabo. He would not return my messages till 6 p.m. So, and I'm thinking, and whenever I would like ask him about, why don't you answer my messages during the day? Why don't you text me? We went from talking every single day, all day long, to now speaking when he wants to speak to me. And I'm thinking to myself, there's absolutely no way I am imagining all of these things. I am not crazy. Yes, I know I'm a clingy boyfriend, but this child, this is not my portion. So like he literally would say and like have excuses for every single thing that he wasn't doing. Firstly, not answering my texts and only talking to me at night. And he would answer 3-4 messages and then disappear and bounce. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on? And when I call him out on it and ask him, Mana, no bro, like you literally would not answer my text. Sorry, you wouldn't answer my text the whole day, and you'd only come back in the evening and say you just got to the gym, and then you answer 3-4 messages and you disappear. He'd be like, no, I'm so busy. I'm in the morning. I wake up and I'm rushing to work. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, hold up. You know, a text literally takes you a minute for you to just wake up, acknowledge me, and then say, I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the day. And I would understand that because I started going crazy. I would literally camp on this guy's profile on WhatsApp, sit there, and whenever he goes online, I would screenshot, and then I would like compile screenshots, and then at the end of the day I would show him all the number of times that he was online and what time it was. And I'm like, you see, you still haven't even read my message or opened my message, yet you were online. So you were purposefully ignoring me. Yeah, do you get it? Like, I think I was making sense, because I'm like, there is absolutely no way you go on WhatsApp, you don't see my messages, you see everyone else's messages because you're online for a while, and then you don't respond to me, you don't text me. And he would say, no, I use WhatsApp also for work, so I'm answering work WhatsApp groups. Don't. And I'm like, because I hate being combative, and I hate being argumentative, and I hate being confrontational, I would let it slide because it went on for a while. But whenever I would call him out, he'd be like, no, I'll fix it, or I'll work on it, or he would come with an alternative like, call me if you want to talk to me. I'm like, that's not the case, Yokubana. I want to talk to you. I don't have anything to say, but I just want to see or feel like you think of me. Just acknowledge me. And that was never a thing with him. So there was that, which we were always talking about. We weren't fighting about it, but I would always raise conversations around that. Let's acknowledge each other. Let's talk to each other. Let's miss each other during the day. Let's send each other like a message when, hey, I'm just thinking about you. We don't need to have a conversation around you missing me and thinking about me. Just acknowledge me. And for him, that was me asking for a lot, because he'd be like, no, busy. I'm a really busy guy. And I'm thinking to myself, not even Joe Biden is that busy. Like, Joe Biden is married and his wife is happy. So don't tell me that ubhizi wena. You are not the president. You are just an employee. So the fuck. So guys, but I noticed that as much as I really love this guy and we have a lot of chemistry, we are talking less and less and less and less. And the visits as well didn't improve. We weren't seeing each other every weekend. Yet, in 2021, when things now have completely opened up, people can travel freely. Again, for me to travel to Rustenburg is a mission because I don't have a car. So I can't just say I'm gonna wake up after work, go to Rustenburg. Ngandoni sweetie. Ngandoni. So it made sense for him to always come to my place. So I'm sure in 2021 he came like once. He came once to my place, yet he was in Gauteng literally every single weekend. So he would come back, go home, he would see his friend in Midrand and then see a friend in Fourways, but he would never make a point to see me. Like, I don't understand how you are in Gauteng, you are in Joburg, yet you are seeing everyone else but me. I think I deserved to see you at least once a month. If you are in Gauteng 4 times a month, at least one of those times must be with me. So I raised it with him and he was like, but why don't you invite me? I'm like, but I've said this before. I'd be like, no, Adri, I really miss you and I really want to see you. So I don't know your schedule. I don't know what you have planned for yourself. So I don't want to ask you and inconvenience you. But saying that you are already in Joburg should not be an inconvenience. It should be easy for you to say, oh, by the way, I'll be in Joburg. Can I see you for a night? None of that would happen. Like, imagine if I would to like go to Rustenburg and not tell me and not tell him, it would look very suspicious, right? Right? It would look very suspicious. Sharp. Now in May, his birthday is in May. Woo, so hot. His birthday is in May, and his birthday is on the, let's say his birthday is on the 3rd of May. Ne? Yeah, let's say it's on the 3rd of May. I'm very bad with birthdays. Remember, we've only celebrated one birthday with him, which was my birthday. What happened with his birthday that year, the previous year, I don't remember, but he wasn't with me, obviously. So that his birthday, I'm lying, we did celebrate his birthday a lot. Woo! Before we go into his birthday, 2022, let's go to his birthday in 2021, which was, so what had happened is, his birthday, I decided again, Obana, let me do something for this guy or with this guy. Booked an Airbnb for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, ne? Monday, and then we are gonna check out on Tuesday. Sharp. So the Airbnb I booked was in Buccleuch. Don't ask me why I did that, but I booked an Airbnb in Buccleuch. And remember, at this time, I'm still seeing the white man, and the Airbnb is a street away from his house. That was so shady and messy of me because we could have been seen, or I could have been seen by the white guy. But I told him a story about I'm going somewhere, it's a work-related thing, and shut. So I booked this Airbnb for the weekend, and he says to me that the Friday night, I'm lying, on that year, his birthday was on a Sunday. So we are going to arrive at the Airbnb in the evening on Friday, spend the night together. Then on Saturday, he says to me that his friend, he told me this beforehand, that his best friend, that one I know from Pretoria, who I met him through, he says his best friend is gonna be hosting him at his place. They are gonna be doing a braai, him and his other friends, to celebrate his birthday. So the day before his birthday, we'll be celebrating with his best friend and his other friends. Sharp. So the only person I know from his friend group is his best friend, because that's someone I've known before knowing him. Yeah. So when I get there, it's me, it's him, and then we are welcomed by the best friend, like, hey, how are you? It's so good to see you. And then there's other people there. So now we walk in, and then he says to them, oh guys, go pay Kelowna, and then introduces, like, gives me their, like, all of their names. Now there was another guy who's a Nigerian guy. He's their friend, yeah, bro? Now this guy refers to me by name, but not my name. And I was like, yeah, well, this is now during the course of the day. He's like, and I'm like, Spelele, I'm not Spelele Ndimlelon. At all, no, I thought you were Spelele. Now I'm like, why would you think Ndingu Spelele? Ooh, their best friend never gave you my name, but I'm not asking this, I'm just thinking about why would I be called Spelele? Why am I Spelele? And I'm like thinking to myself, but inga registarishi guys, because one thing about me, I never thought that this guy would cheat on me. Firstly, because I'm a catch. I know it's delusional for me to think that, but I'm a catch, and of the way he was, like I said, he wasn't conventionally cute and handsome, but I found him cute and handsome. So I thought he doesn't have any other options but me. Very delusional, I know, very delusional. But so we so we had that braai, and that was the highlight of the braai. It was that I was called Uspelele. Why would he think I'm Spelele? But I never raised it with him. Then on the Sunday, we spent the day, went to the Mall of Africa, we went to Cream, we had lunch there, and then I gave him his present and went back to the Airbnb and like spent the whole day of Sunday together. Monday, we spent it like in bed, indoors, doing what grown folks would do, because it was his last day in Joburg. And then we separated on Tuesday. Towards the end of the year, where he doesn't call me or he doesn't answer my texts, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm forcing things like I literally feel like I'm forcing things and I'm dating myself, because why am I having conversations alone? Why am I texting you and double texting you, triple texting you, quadruple texting you? Like, why is that happening? Because I understand you. Why am I saying, good morning, I hope your day is going well? Oh my God, I just took lunch now. Oh, I'm going on my tea break now. Oh, I'm leaving the office now. Oh, I just go to work. Why am I sending all of these messages yet no response? I'm literally talking to myself, so I'm insane. I'm insane. I have to be insane. So unyaka uqhuba njalo up until the following year. We do have these conversations where I'm like, I don't understand what is going on, but I feel him pulling back and back and back and back and back. Now, because if you get a birthday yake on the 3rd of May 2022, if you get a birthday yake and I totally forgot. Like, I don't lie, I forgot his birthday. In my head, you know how if a birthday yako is on the 3rd, and then in my head I know there's a 03, but I don't know the order of the 03. Is it 30? So I think in my head it's the 30th of May and it's the 3rd of May. We wake up in the morning, he video calls me, we talk, which was very strange. We talk literally the entire day. We are talking, he's like telling me what he's doing. No, I'm still at work, I'm taking lunch now, I'm doing this. He doesn't mention in about your birthday. And also I'm doing it because to me his birthday is on the last day of May. I see his best friend Yake posting him on Instagram. My happy birthday, my bestie. Yo. Like, we had last spoken an hour ago. I'm leaving work at 4 and I'm like, yo, oh my God, I forgot my boyfriend's birthday. Now I feel like shit. And I'm thinking, what can I do? I decide to send him cash. I'm like, I send him cash and then I send him a message to say, I really would have loved to be with you on your birthday, but because I can't, here's something small, go spoil yourself. Yeah, but go have dinner on me or something like that. To send a long message later, anga respond. Angayivuli, timbone ngena online, angayivuli message yam, and then aphume. Hey, I even send money galogapa. So like as much as I forgot your birthday, but I tried, yeah, because yes, I did forget his birthday, but also I wasn't gonna admit it to him, ukuba I forgot his birthday. But I don't don't know. So I've sent money, and then I sent this message to Bana. As much as I'm not with you, I would have loved to be with you, but here's something small. Go have dinner on me. And I put the message, Leon 6, he hasn't come back to me. Didn't video call. When I video call him, he is out for dinner, which I expected because I did send him money for dinner. He's out, he's like, no, I'm having dinner. So it's so I see him looking. He has his phone like this, but I see him like he keeps looking there, not at me, but there. So I'm like, who are you with there? He's like, no, I'm with someone. You are with someone, I know all of your friends, name them by name. Like, who the fuck are you with? But one thing, like I said, with him, I was never confrontational. I was never argumentative with him. I always was very tender and gentle with him. I don't know why, but I was always like that. So, DT came like, oh, okay, let me not disturb you, then go, like, enjoy, drop your phone. But he was grilling me, basically on the phone. Now, you forgot my birthday when? I'm like, no, I didn't. But yeah, okay. I'm like, yeah, I did. We laugh about it. So I didn't think it was anything serious because we had laughed about it. Hey. Boy, was I wrong. Was I motherfucking wrong? So he posts pictures on his Instagram, and as a pictures of you and your mans at dinner or on a dinner date, and you're sitting there like this, and then your man is taking a picture of you, and then you're looking directly at the lens, and you can tell him, the picture uyifotwa yilom yakhe, the picture uyifotwa love of my life yakhe, because the way that he's making love to this camera lens, child, I was like, ufotwa yilom yakhe. Because the person he was with that he could not mention by name has to be Ilom Liak. So I see these pictures and I'm like, oh, okay. So I took screenshots because he posted on the story. I took screenshots, and then I think 2 days after his birthday, I sent him the pictures. I'm like, you look so cute in these pictures. Ingatu photo ngubey. Yabo? Atumele that emoji and a straight face and a straight mouth. But who were you with at dinner? Because you never told me who you were with. Ati, but what will that change because you forgot my birthday? Excuse me. Ati, what will that change? You knowing who I was with at dinner. What will that change? Yeah, bo? No, what do you mean? What will that change? Ati, you forgot my birthday, so it's not gonna make it okay that you forgot my birthday. But I did apologize for missing your birthday, and we were okay. Last year we were fine, and the day and even on your birthday we were fine. So I understand where does this come from? Is it because I asked you who you were with? Is that why? Is that why? Understand it, because also the restaurant you were with is in Bedfordview, and you live in Rustenburg. So the fact that you on your birthday came to Joburg, but I didn't have a single clue up until you posted those pictures and tagged the restaurant you were at. So I looked at that restaurant and saw that it is in Bedfordview. So I understand why Usiza with this energy. Hey, you know, I've been bottling a lot of things in, right? I've been bottling a lot of things in. So I'm telling him off, first and foremost, you've been a shitty boyfriend. Secondly, you don't know how to communicate. You like to fight. You're very combative, and understand why you are like that. Because when we first started dating, you were never like that. So has anything changed? Because seemingly the way that I'm seeing it, things have changed. So if things have changed, tell me about it so that I can know what to do now. Yeah, what you think is exactly what you think is going on is exactly what you think is going on. Excuse me, come again? Ati, what you think is going on is exactly what is going on. I think you are cheating. Ati, I am. Hey, Dot. What do you mean you are? What, I am seeing someone. I am seeing someone, and that's all I'm going to say to you. Did you come again? Pelele. Janga, we were on a FaceTime. I saw his eyes going like this. I don't know who the fuck Pelele is. Okay, I've never searched for Pelele on like his contacts or on his followers. But Dibuza Pelele. And Ibuya, because remember on his birthday that year, that Nigerian guy said, "Oh, hi, it's Pelele." No. So that Nigerian guy had to know as Pelele, who is a boyfriend Kasam. Like, there's no way he would just assume that I am Ace Pelele if he wasn't given my name and there's no Pelele that they know of. So I'm like, Gus Pelele, that person. He's like, what? Did you Gus Pelele umdwako? He's like, why? Did you? Because I know. Like, Mama, now I have to lie for me to get the truth. Because as much as I am doing what I'm doing, I do want to get to the truth, because I am just, I don't know what I was doing, but I'm like, I do want the truth. Maybe the truth will hurt me, will hurt me, but I do want it. Did you know Pelele? Ati, why? Did you know? Because I've done my research and I know you are dating with Pelele. So now I'm talking as if I know who Pelele is. Did you know? I've seen pictures of you with him, and Guye, is he the person you are dating? He's like, yeah, Guye, don't. At the beginning of the year, what. Remember, things started to really change at the beginning of the year, then. Like at the beginning of the year, last year, he came back into the picture and we've been trying to make things work, blah, 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 blah. And why have you been stringing me along? Why have you been stringing me along? Because it's not like you were getting money from me. It's not like you were getting bums from me. So it's not like you were getting anything. We were literally on a long distance relationship. We saw each other once, 2 or 3 times last year. And so it's not like you were, according to that you were benefiting from me. So I don't understand why you strung me along for so long. So I was like, you know what? I thought you were different. I thought you were one of the nice guys, but evidently you aren't. And I'm not fucking with that. But yes, I know, guys, ningan judge. I know kukhona nomlungu in the picture. Like maybe nabanye, but don't lie to me. You must just not lie to me. The net standards. Now I can do whatever I want to, but don't do whatever you want to. This is my heart, okay? So I was really hurt about it because I really loved him. I don't want to lie. I really loved him. But okay, things ended because of that. And I was like, thank God it ended before I got invested. Because this story, that's where we are going to end the story time. So if you enjoyed it, please give this video a huge thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and let's just kick it in the comment section. Until next time, bye.